Paladins broke up with itself and is now dating around with other consoles. Star Trek Online went live with its 4th major expansion. Warframe teases its next cinematic expansion, and Smite previews its new 3v3v3 deathmatch. What's up, guys? James Blonde here with a weekly recap for gaming news and announcements of the week of June 8th, 2018, and there's not a ton of news up for grabs this week prior to E3, so hopefully we get to see a lot of really cool stuff come out of next week. But nevertheless, starting out the news this week, Warframe announced its cinematic, story-focused update this week entitled The Sacrifice. Players can visit warframe.com/promo code and enter the code OLDFRIEND to receive a special 3-day affinity booster and a free Orokin tea set decoration as a gift. The new expansion is set to launch sometime later this month, and that's about all we get. Talk about a teaser. I know Warframe players are dying to figure out what it's all about, but all we get from the teaser page is the giveaway I just mentioned and the teaser trailers themselves, the latest of which is a bit on the creepy side. Very cool to watch. It's like you can't look away. Stay tuned for more details as they pop up. Also popping up, the 4th major expansion to PWE's Star Trek Online officially went live on the 5th of this week. The Victory is Life expansion celebrates the 25th anniversary of Star Trek Deep Space Nine by taking players back to the starbase where the series began. Some of the original members of the DS9 crew have returned, including Quark, Odo, Kira, Dr. Bashir, and more, of course, being voiced by the original show cast members. 7 exciting new episodes are also included in the expansion, as well as the Gamma Quadrant Battle Zone. Players are now able to also create Jem'Hadar characters and reach the new level cap of 65. This is definitely exciting news for Star Trek Online fans. Next up, Gameforge and Soleil teamed up to create the explosive free-to-play shooter known as Rockshot, as I've mentioned in a past recap, and it went live this week on Steam. Developed by some of the same team that brought you the Ninja Gaiden and Dead or Alive games, it's a tactical free-to-play shooter with everything a player could want. Shootouts, ultra-violence, and good old-fashioned teamwork. Rockshot also has an intuitive base builder for you and your friends to craft out your own base, and then, of course, turn around and defend it. So it looks like it's got a ton of Battle Royale mechanics without the actual Royale part, it seems. And whether or not you want to master killing with a Glock or a guitar, in some cases, Rockshot has you covered. Well, it is official. Everyone is doing it. Hirez's Battle Royale mode for Paladins, which was actually removed and turned into its own game, launched this week under the title Realm Royale. The game completely removed its ties to Paladins and instead features 5 fantasy classes players can now pick from, where 100 players drop in from a Zeppelin and travel through goblin kingdoms and mushroom forests, searching for loot and other players to kill. The game's forges will be the main point of contention, as players can use these to craft unique legendary weapons, and of course, since it's a class-based shooter, got some really cool abilities as well. Realm Royale's class-based ability-driven combat brings a new experience to the Battle Royale genre, said Drybear, which is Realm Royale's executive producer, also the executive producer of Paladins. It's a Battle Royale that feels like the perfect mixture of an open-world PvP MMO and your favorite hero shooter, which sounds kind of fun. From the gameplay, it actually looks really good, and several of my friends who are absolutely addicted to Fortnite have honestly drawn their attention over to this game, which for them is actually hard to do. It's kind of like trying to get a hardcore Dota 2 player to play League. Surprisingly rare to see. But then again, speaking of Paladins, and also rare to see, the class-based shooter from Hirez Studios is officially coming to the Nintendo Switch as of June 12th, 2018. Already played by over 25 million people across PC, Mac, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One, Nintendo fans can also enjoy this shooter on their console next week. Pre-orders are available as of now, and the game will run at 60 FPS in both docked and handheld modes, thanks to a custom in-house port of the Unreal Engine 3 to offer the full Paladins experience, no matter how you want to play. Upon release, Paladins on Nintendo Switch will be available by purchasing the Founders Pack for $29.99, and it will include all current and future champions, so there's 36 as of now, and several Founder-exclusive cosmetics. But don't worry, Hirez Studios plans on offering a free-to-play version of Paladins for the Switch later this summer. The Switch version of Paladins will also feature cross-play between the Xbox One and Nintendo Switch, offering both outlets more people to play with around the world. The Rise of TERA event will also arrive on the Switch later this month, so look out for that. And just when you thought we were done with high-res news, Smite revealed some really badass skins and a new adventure mode for its next patch, 5.10. This time around we've got Queen Cobra Medusa, which is awesome, Crystal Colossus Emir, also awesome, Polar Vortex Kukulkong, extra awesome, and another Galactic Void skin. This time it's Chernobog. I guess when in doubt, Galactic Void skin. The new adventure mode coming in this patch is the first of its kind, where players will face 2 teams of enemies at once in a 3v3v3 matchup. Named Medusa's Deathmatch, the new Egyptian map is created specifically for this adventure, and like the last adventure, you're going to have to deal with some environmental hazards. This time it's a sandstorm that, encloses the entire map, so you're going to have to get really familiar with the safe zones. Good luck. This patch is definitely one I'm looking forward to, as I've been playing a little bit more Smite lately than I ever did in the past, so, catch me in game. Moving along, World of Tanks announced its Mercenaries update this past week. The update adds in the kick-ass Mercenaries faction and new War Stories modes to play set in a grim wasteland after the collapse of a civilized society. There are also 5 new mercenary tanks being added, which are unlocked by completing contracts rather than the typical tech tree. Merc tanks use mercenary crews unique to their own faction, and each tank is made of parts salvaged from other tanks. Fan favorite multiplayer maps will have war-ravaged variants added to fit the new theme as well. I don't say this that often, but this is a really cool update for World of Tanks. Next up, Frog Song Studios released their newest update for Spellsworn this week, entitled The Divide. The update includes 2 new spells, Hydra and Orb of Travel, new cosmetic items, and series of bug fixes and optimizations. The new in-game shop is also available, and players can grab the collector's edition of the game for 2 legendary skins and legendary staves. Now, I guess I'm a little new to this. I haven't actually seen this game yet. Is this what replaced Magicka Wizard Wars? I'm kind of confused. Looks kind of cool. But finally, for a last bit of news, the latest update for TERA was also made available this week, called Hero's Oath. The update includes new content and features, as well as a new month-long event. Dungeon runners at character level 65 with an average gear level of 446 or higher can head to the Velica outskirts to challenge the Antaroth's Abyss dungeon. The dungeon features both normal and hard difficulties with 3 bosses. Players who challenge the new dungeon, or Pit of Petrix, can look forward to having their names and competition times featured on the new dungeon leaderboards. That's definitely something worth boasting about. Anyway guys, keep an eye out at MMOS.com for upcoming news around E3 announcements. Should be a good year. And one more thing, just to let you know, I'll be out for the next few weekly recaps. As many of you know, my son Jace has congenital heart disease, and the time has come for his next major heart surgery, so I'll be focusing my time on him. I will return this time, I promise, in a week or 2. Stay tuned to the James Blonde Facebook page and Twitter for updates, and thanks again for thinking about baby Jace and my family. It really means everything. Anyway guys, that's about it for all the major news and announcements of this week. Like always, thanks for your support. For more information on the news topics, check the links in the description below. Feel free to discuss the news or more news in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. But until next time guys, that's going to be it for me. I'm James Blonde. See you out there, gamers.